Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So I made a video a few days ago about some Nigerian youth that went into Dynamis with t-shirts that had Buhari must go on the t-shirt. And basically I said in my video, there's no part of my video that said if it was okay or not to go and protest in a church. I didn't even say anything. I didn't say that, okay? But I said that calling DSS was an overkill. That's what I said, and I still mean it. And I said that, and I still stand by that. Now, if somebody came into a church, by the way, they said Enenche has confirmed that those people were not violent. They only had the shirts on. Okay, I'll let you guys listen to this.
And also, there was a clarification that needed to be made because some of their PR people are lying out there. Yeah. They tried to disrupt the church.
Yeah, it's a lie.
He said
Papa said nothing like that happened,
and that he actually saw them when they came to the altar call.
That he was even happy.
That he was excited that they came. Yeah. You know, and he saw the T-shirt.
Yeah.
So nobody came here to disrupt the church.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being peddled by some PR people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were not violent. They were handed over to DSS for wearing Buhari must go t-shirts. Because sometimes some people just like to rant. Just because you like a pastor, you don't want to say the truth. They didn't, ushers could have asked them to leave. These boys were not disruptive just because they had the shirts on. I believe that calling DSS was simply to look good in the eyes of Buhari. To an eye service. Ushers could have taken them away. The church security could have taken them out of the church. The police didn't even need to come because they were not even causing any trouble. They only had the shirts on from the reports, right? Okay, maximum. Let's say they asked them to leave and they refused to leave, then get the police. You know, like I said, it was an overkill, okay? That's all I said in my video. I was like, well, I ranting, It's almost like, for example, let's think of America. Something minor, you go call the FBI or the, what's it called, a bomb squad. That was too much. It's left for you to say, like I always say, the comment section, you're free to say what you want to say. It's left for you to say that calling DSS was not too much. Do you even know the role of the DSS? Do you know the role of the DSS? Why call DSS just for that? Apparently, Sowore and some guys went to him. Well, I'll let you guys listen to what Sowore had to say.
We had a great meeting with Enenche.
Yes. And I must quickly add that Papa, you know, was just amazing. You know, it's important to correct the impression that we ourselves had thought that we had thought that the church was behind the arrest. It's not true. You all know that what many of us, myself and Sowore, my brother, has faced in this country, how even the SSS police, everywhere we go to have rally, they follow us, they harass us there. You know, so, you know, I myself had seriously criticized what the church had done. But now we have been made to realize that it is the security, the SSS, who are in the church. Papa had told us expressly what happened, that he was not aware at all of what happened. Papa was preaching when the whole incident happened, and it was 3 hours later, after second and third service, that he was subsequently informed what happened. And he had even taken steps, you know, to ensure that the people were arrested. But you know, the overzealous security agencies that we have in the country, myself and my brother Sowore, the SSS and the police, they follow us everywhere, even here.
The DSS was lying.
Yes.
But we have now confirmed that.
Of course, the DSS were the ones.
The DSS.
Yes, they were the ones that did it. Yeah. So we must state that.
And also, there was a clarification that needed to be made because some of their PR people are lying out there. Yeah. They tried to disrupt the church.
Yeah, it's a lie.
He said
Papa said nothing like that happened,
and that he actually saw them when they came to the altar call.
That he was even happy.
That he was excited that they came. Yeah. You know, and he saw the T-shirt.
Yeah.
So nobody came here to disrupt the church.
Absolutely.
Being peddled by some PR people that maybe hired
overzealous PR people, I'm sure.
So they came here, and it is their right. It's their right. I wore my own T-shirt to meet with him today. My Buhari must go T-shirt. I wear it
to military legal desk.
So there's nobody who can tell you what to wear to church or to wear to school or to, except schools that have uniforms, you know. But we are adults, and if we are tired of the system and we say the system must collapse, it's our right to express ourselves freely. And I told him one thing too. I told the pastor, even when he said that he wasn't too happy that the activists were trying to protest within the premises, that with the way things are going on, more and more people will be wearing Buhari must go t-shirt to the church because people are tired of the Buhari regime. I told him outrightly that he will get to a point where he cannot even control the emotion of his church members with regards to what is going on in the country today. People are tired of this regime, and we have a respectable agreement and some disagreements over this issue. But what is important to me and why I don't want to drag this on for too long is the release of these individuals from detention.
I see people leaving comments and say, oh, you're spreading wrong information. It's not the church that called DSS. DSS just turned up all of that. Use your brains. Use your brains. Tell me how DSS sits in their offices and somehow they sniffed the air and knew that there were some people wearing Buhari t-shirts inside Dunamis Church. For anybody to sit down and think they were not invited. And moreover, don't forget that I didn't come here to share information, that I didn't make up a story. I shared what was in the news. I read it from the newspaper. They were not my words. And I discussed my opinion about it. And I said, leave your opinion about it. So I didn't come cooking up a news. I read what was in the news. They denied everything. And at the end of the day, when Sowore went there, he denied it. They denied it. But while Sowore and the others were still there doing a press conference discussing in front of Dunamis, discussing the meeting they just had, the police turned up. So how are you going to tell me, how did the police know to turn up again? Because somebody will say, think about it, they just sit in their office, sniff. We can smell Sowore all the way from their office and turned up. People call these people.
The speed at which we were arrested. So you saw it definitely. So for me, I believe, I sincerely and genuinely believe,
having a press conference.
Hold on.
You go to the road now.
Hold on. My brother.
You go to the road and do your press conference.
My brother.
Which pastor?
My brother.
We just met with the pastor.
Which
and we are holding a press conference.
Which pastor?
Dunamis, Enenche. Yes.
Just live here.
So why don't you ask these people? Because they are the ones who will push you again to commit a problem that your people will now be. We just met with Enenche now. You see now, this is how you create problems. This is how you create problems from the church. No, this is how they create problems from the church. You have not gone to call police to come and attack people who are expressing themselves. This is how you create problems from the church. We just met with Enenche now. Enenche said he's not aware of what is happening. You people are going to instigate police again.
I'm appealing to
problem.
I will kill somebody here.
You kill person.
Why would you kill anybody? But why would you kill somebody? What has caused somebody to be killed? What has caused somebody to be killed? Yeah. No. Why did you come into the video in a press conference? What's wrong with that? No, nobody dropping any video. Nobody's afraid of you people. They are videoing you. Yes. We just met with Enenche and you are here harassing people again. This is how you got the church into a problem. No, it's the church that asked you.
A police officer said you shoot someone.
We are just saying.
Understand? That is the perception that was given yesterday. That the church caused this.
They are always overzealous. You want to kill somebody because they are in front of the church. Is that death penalty? To be in front of the church. Is that death penalty?
In front of the church, you can't kill somebody.
Why do you want to kill somebody because they are in front of the church? But that's what the policeman is saying. That's what the policeman you instigated is saying. You want to kill somebody. Yesterday, you arrested people. Today, you want to kill people because they came to church.
Excuse me. Officer.
They are videoing you. Yes. We just met with Enenche and you are here harassing people. This is how you got the church into a problem. You have put them into problem. And you are going to instigate police to come and kill somebody. You are going to instigate police to kill somebody.
Did you hear what he said? You will shoot someone. No, you said you will shoot someone. A police officer said you will shoot someone. A police officer said you will shoot someone. No, understand? That is the perception that was given yesterday. That the church caused this. You give the church a bad name. It's wrong.
You want to kill somebody because they are in front of the church. Is that death penalty? To be in front of the church, is that a death penalty?
In front of the church, when you shoot someone. So why do you want to kill somebody? But that's what your policeman. We are not doing that. We are asked to come. Yes, but why will he say we shoot someone? You are there here that you shoot some people because they came to church. That he wants to make him to shoot someone. That wants to shoot someone. Why did you threaten to kill anybody? Why would you? What is it a crime? Is it a crime to video somebody? Is it a crime to video somebody in public? So do you enter the road and begin to video? Why not? Why not? Yes, yes. It's our right. You don't have that right. We have the right. No. No, because you want to. No, because it's not don't try to touch anybody here. Excuse me.
Please don't turn up just like that. They don't turn up just like that. The initially Sowore believed that story until some people went and asked some church members of the Dunamis church, and they confirmed that they tortured these boys and handed them over to DSS. I'll let you guys listen to this.
They still inside church now? No, they beat them, carry them, go back. Now they don't come call these people, carry them. Okay, now this will come carry them.
These are the things that the church is denying. It's left for you to believe what you want to believe. It's left for you. But like I always say, I come up, I speak about what is there on the interviews or the newspaper, whatever. I go by whatever information is being provided. It was even Sowore that believed his story before. When this came out, Sowore made this post in which he said, eyewitnesses at Dunamis International Gospel Center on Sunday validating claims that church security tortured and later handed over 5 activists to lawless DSS. And then he said, Dr. Paul Enenche should immediately go to DSS and ensure release of these innocent youths from detention occasioned by the church. Okay, the church were trying to deny. Some of you were coming here and saying the church was not involved. Forget about what I'm saying. Sometimes apply a bit of common sense. How do you think the police or DSS can turn up in Dunamis church without being invited? Think about that. Think about that for a second, right? If you feel like they deserve to be arrested just because they wore shirts with Buhari must go on them, that's your opinion. Leave it in the comment section below, okay? That you can think what you think. Something else I want to address: people that say, oh, some people cannot bring politics into church. The same churches that politicians come to campaign for election. This is because you see, sometimes that's why some people say some Nigerians deserve the Nigeria they have. Do you know how many churches? Do you know how many churches that allow politicians to come into the churches to campaign for election? But that time it's okay because your GOs are in support. It's only when it is the ordinary man that just wants to speak with just their shirts without even their words. They are not even asking you for microphone to speak. Politicians come and they get microphone to speak from the pulpit. But the everyday man cannot come as a church member, not even to the altar or the pulpit, as a church member with his shirt saying, Buhari must go. Oh, this pastor speaks about all the problems in Nigeria. This pastor, let me tell you, when a pastor comes and speaks about bandits or kidnapping or some of those things that may affect them, or there's one pastor that is popularly known for being vocal because his candidate did not win election, or his party did not win election, and he's hammering on that all the time because he's not letting go of the fact that his party, political party that he supports did not win election, and you say he's vocal for that. When we talk about being vocal about the situation of the country, it's about being vocal about bad roads. You know why some of them will not be vocal? Because it does not, you see, not when they are vocal about what concerns them small. Okay? Bandits and the kidnapping, it concerns everybody. So sometimes they too are afraid because their children may be kidnapped or whatever, right? But that is what concerns them. But when it comes to the bad roads, some of them would not speak because they fly private jets. When it talk about the quality of education, some of them will not speak because their children go to school abroad and they are building schools that the poor cannot afford. When you talk about healthcare, a lot of them don't speak. You won't see them addressing a lot of those because they go abroad for best healthcare in the world. And you can be like, oh, they are vocal too. Some of them become vocal when people keep saying they don't speak. They'll just come and do one rally to keep people quiet. And that's it, they are done. It is a continuous thing. You don't stop because you did it once. I talked about, what's his name? I talked about Martin Luther King. He didn't stop. He kept on going. He went for many. There was a video here where I listed all the rallies or the protests or all the protests that he was involved in. You don't do one campaign and there we don't talk and finish, we leave it there. That doesn't end there. It should be an ongoing thing because it's an injustice in the land. I be like that pastor said. Another thing I actually want to say, because some people don't, when you want to tell me, oh, do you know that it helps to give a link so that me too can watch the video and see they are being vocal? Not only me, anybody that comes across it, because I come here and say what I want to say. When you have to say, oh, do you know that so and so pastor did this or this person did that? Put a link or something in the description box so we can all read and get to read or watch or whatever. So we too can be informed. That is what I keep saying about rubbing minds in the comment section. Nigeria is a country that is on fire. The fire is not out yet. So don't say because one pastor spoke 2 years ago and be like, okay, he has spoken 2 years ago. No, it's not over. It's an ongoing thing. But does that not show you how mighty their so-called platforms are that they could have used for a lot of other situations in the country? You still know the story of NSAS, how some people were just wiped away, how some lives were wiped away. And some of them have this kind of power. They haven't used it all this while. We're still talking about police brutality. How many of them actually speak up about police brutality? You know why? Because they walk around with the bodyguards, security guards, and they are respected in society. And so police cannot brutalize them. But it's the everyday man's problem. All I'm saying is this. These people have big platforms. They have big, massive platforms. Paul Enenche's church is 100,000 seating capacity. I don't know if they actually get up to 100,000 people sitting in it. That is a massive number of people. That is one building. That is one church. They have a lot of churches around the country. All I'm saying is that these people have big platforms that they can use and continuously be vocal about the situation of the country. Am I saying something that's too much? So I just decided to come here and give an update about it because I was getting comments. Somebody sharing wrong information or false information, sharing this or that. But at the same time, I wanted to say this. Those that I say you cannot bring politics to church. The next time your churches bring the politician, come and campaign in church, remember that. So we're talking about a country where a lot of politicians go to church and they sit at the front seat in churches. And we will come out and say the pastors are speaking against corruption. But a lot of these politicians are their church members that they are allowed to sit at the front row on a Sunday service. They are given front rows. Look at the churches that these politicians attend. And you see that they sit at the front row with full regards and honor that is being, that is coming their way in these churches. In these churches. At the end of the day, like the saying goes, there are a lot of Nigerians that deserve the Nigeria that we have. Find people that are saying they are coming to fight for Nigerians. The same Nigerians that they are fighting for will be fighting against those that came and said they want to fight. The truth is that people that are actually interested in fighting for the freedom of their people, they don't do it with the with that expectation that they do it. They don't wait until the people praise them for the hard work they do before they can do it. I'll say it again and again. For those that are just, I don't understand, that cannot sit down and reason. The police, the DSS cannot turn up in a church or else they are invited. They cannot sit in their offices and know that there are some people wearing Buhari must go t-shirts in a church. It doesn't happen that way. And like this other woman have said, like the woman has reported, the church security tortured these people before they were handed over to DSS. I'm going by what the church member said. At the end of the day, I've said all I want to say, and it's your choice what you want to believe, which way you want to reason. As always, feel free to leave your opinions in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.